I keep a folder of letters that students have written me over the years, alumni. I call it the ego folder. And the idea was that I would look at this when I was feeling down or I'd have a bad day, a bad week of teaching. And the reality is I haven't looked at it in years.
There are few parts of who I am today that don't in some way tie back to something that Mr. Fenster taught or did for me.
He was instrumental in teaching me at that time in my life that who I was mattered.
And he teaches students how to love the work, love learning, love getting better, love working at their edge and failing and figuring out how to get better for the next time.
I credit Mr. Fenster with planting the seeds of political discourse, social justice, and civic responsibility in my mind.
Mr. Fenster is always in my corner, and he always pushed me to be better, but at the same time always defended and supported me when I needed that as a student.
He impacted my pedagogy, and he helped me think differently about the world. And I try every day to bring that to my students.
I can remember Mr. Fenster staying with us until 6 p.m. in mock trial, Model UN, helping us in social studies. It's about 6 p.m. right now, and I just got home because I was working with my students, mock trial, Model UN, social studies. Mr. Fenster was an inspiration for me to become a teacher, and for that, I'll always be thankful.
He's the reason I became a teacher, and I hope in teaching that I can pass on even a tenth of what he gave to us in dedication, in compassion, in respect, in loyalty.
I didn't fully appreciate him as an educator until I became a history teacher myself and discovered just how much time, work, and thought goes into creating educational experiences of the caliber that he presented to us.
One of the most important things I took away from being his student teacher was to be self-reflective, to think about my lessons. Even when they go well, what can I do to make them better?
I'm so grateful that I'm able to speak about him with all of you today for this award. He is so deserving, and you know, Mr. Fenster, I just want to thank you so much for changing my life.
I believe that Mr. Fenster is truly one of the most impactful people in my life in giving me the ability to be kind and to be strong in everything that I do.
And I really, even today, consider Bob Fenster to continue to be my teacher, as well as my advisor, my coach, my mentor, and my friend.
Now I have a compilation of clips of students, of former students saying the nicest things, and I kind of feel like I'm already a winner.